Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, and welcome back to Armored Warfare for my first Tier 9 tank here in Armored Warfare. So a bit of a happy accident, which I'll get into here in just a moment, but I'm going to be featuring the Tier 9 T249 Vigilante today. It's an armored fighting vehicle, American armored fighting vehicle. So the funny story of how I inadvertently picked this AFV up was I had been grinding the RAM cut. And when you're looking at the vehicles and grinding up the RAM cut, because I was just trying to finish it off to pick up a Tier 9, is you go from the RAM cut 99 to the BMPT 72. Somehow, rather than just clicking directly on this Tier 9 vehicle, I ended up branching off into the Oscar Faraday and picking up this AFV, the T249 Vigilante. So when I was playing with my friend, and he said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, I'll let you get equipped and come back." He came back, he's like, "Why are you in the T249? Pulled a flimsy. So that's the tank AFV I'm gonna be featuring here today. So let's get into it. So let's just talk about the vehicle up first. So apparently myself Flimsy has a thing for self-propelled anti-aircraft guns. And I've played this, I think, 2 or 3 times now, and all I can say is I'm in love. Oh, I like it a lot. So this was an AFV that was developed in 1956, 1962. They only built 3 of them. So I was reading a little bit more about the history here. And apparently it was eventually mothballed, but it did resurface later on in the form of a Sperry DVOD proposal in the late 1970s, and one of these 3 prototypes survived and is currently displayed in the Fort Sill Museum in Oklahoma. So as an AFV, it's harder to spot when moving slowly. This vehicle does not lose any camouflage and can effectively creep around. The autocannon only, this vehicle is armed only with a usually more powerful autocannon. Gatling gun. This vehicle is armed with a multi-barreled rotary cannon with an extremely high rate of fire, and I can't emphasize that enough. Like, if you thought Gepard fired fast, hello, here's the T249 Vigilante, which is, however, prone to overheating. So, yeah, you overheat rather quickly. So looking at some of the stats here, sustained damage 32. Penetration capacity 150 millimeter, 9,802 damage per minute, reload time of 13.2 seconds, and it has a burst fire rate of 3,408 rounds a minute. So basically, let me get into the ammunition here. What happens here is that you get 192 rounds per, I guess I would say magazine, before it needs to reload. And that's broken into 4 clips of 48 rounds each. And it literally takes you like, I don't know, like a second or 2 to like empty 1 clip. So you do get 1,920 rounds. Like, this isn't like, hey, I'm going to go shoot infantry with this. Like, you're better trying to find tanks, the sides, and especially the back sides of tanks, the rear of tanks, most weakest, to be able to pin them. And I'll talk a little bit more about the ammo again in a moment, but I want to continue on first with the statistics of this tank. Defense, right now, 1,800 hit points, 25 millimeter and for hull versus AP and hull versus heat. The hull composition is aluminum. Turret versus AP and turret versus heat, 20 millimeter steel. Mobility, you go 68 kilometers an hour. It's your max speed. Acceleration, 4.46 seconds to get up to 32 kilometers an hour. You weigh 15,000, so you're pretty light and maneuverable to get around. And your hull traverse is 43.72 degrees a second. Utility-wise, camo overall, we're sitting at 35%. Vision range while moving, 430 millimeters. And then vision range while stopped will increase with some of the setup we have to 485 meters. So your best spotting when you're sitting still. Targeting wise is that you can have up to -6 degree gun depression and up to 85 degrees gun elevation. Now it's important to say that you can't actually aim down super far from the front. What I've learned is if I'm shooting over a hill, I reverse, turn the hull around, and then you have a greater gun depression to be able to shoot on target. So you're going to probably find yourself doing that a lot when you're firing off of hills and embankments. Targeting accuracy, fully aimed, 0.143 degrees, aim time 1.89 seconds, turret reverse time 55.62 degrees a second. Getting into the modifications, we have no upgraded modifications yet. We've just started. I could pick up almost 2 things here, I guess, the smoke grenades and the gyroscopic optics, but we're gonna wait and grind up some more XP first. So we can make this fire even faster by 7% with the improved loading mechanism, and then the improved weapon cooling system. Our barrel cooling rate is increased by 20%, so then that means you're able to fire your next clip within the magazine that much more quickly. Smoke, pretty typical, right? 4 charges, 60 seconds, duration 10 seconds, where we go up to, it's still the same 10-second duration, but max reload time 25 seconds. So you can have faster smokes. So you get 6 charges in total and 2 charges per magazine capacity. Gyroscopic optics, turret traverse doesn't affect overall accuracy. It's kind of so that's nice, right? So if you're moving to get onto target, you don't have to worry about losing that overall accuracy. Improved thermal sight, ability to spot targets behind foliage improved by 45%, so your spotting roll is that much more impacting. Improved commander optics, vision range is increased by 15 meters, so we can get that vision range increase even further out. In terms of the upgrade for the engine, you have an improved cooling system. Your camouflage factor is increased by 2%. Enemy thermal sight effectiveness reduced by 30%. So there's some really good things we can be working on here to make this AFV much more stealthier, because she is small, she's mobile, she can hit the low places really well, but we just have to be mindful that this is an AFV and you will die quickly if you play too aggressively and not in behind cover. But back to that AP rounds, so you have a 37mm autocannon, so you can see this armor-piercing autocannon. Good initial penetration. Penetration decreases with range, right? So this isn't like a sniper AFV. You have good damage against any target. High muzzle velocity. So sometimes I found it fun when there's an enemy tank that's focused on another target. If you run up behind them and just unload your magazine, you'll do damage really quick, and they're so close that they don't have a chance. So that's all good all around. Now, in terms of what does she carry with her ability, she has radar. So this is going to increase your vision range and the ability to spot enemies hiding behind foliage, bushes, and canopies at the cost of your own camouflage factor. In other words, activating this ability makes it easier to spot. So it will impact your camouflage factor by -5% when you activate radar. So only activate this when you feel like you need to. But it's really short range, right? Vision range 30 meters. So not so hot. So I don't really find myself utilizing this too much. But I guess it's helpful if there's an enemy FV or something hiding and you're just trying to find them. Let's go ahead and talk about our retrofits and what we have going on here. So we have the advanced MRS. This is your advanced muzzle reference system. Your largest aiming circle size is reduced by -5%. It'd be probably even better if we could go for the advanced MRS version 2. Reduces your aim circle by -10.5%, but you can see I have to unlock it via playing the Leopard 2 AAV. So we have yet to get to there yet. And continuing on, we have the improved telescopic lens. This is increasing our vision range while we're stopped. So pretty valuable. You'll often be helping your team with the spotting damage, so you can have some significant spotting damage. At least that's what I've noticed in the few battles I've played with the tank so far, or AFV so far, excuse me. And then, yeah, I skipped right over it. We have the improved gun breach version 2. So our rate of fire is plus 12.5% versus plus 5.5%. So yeah, so I think that covers it all said and done. So let's just go ahead and hop into a battle. We'll just play Red Opossum. So I'll resume commentary when the game is about to start. Alright, Operation Red Opossum. August 1st, 2039. The Lions of Necriel have claimed this island. Cover the allies and civilians as they escape. Now this is actually going to be a fun one because it's a bit challenging when you're looking at the map. It's not a big map. So at the start, we're probably going to be running over like D1C1, or sorry, D0C0, and playing over there. So we're going to be playing around in some safe areas as much as possible. So I've not played this map with this AFV yet, so we will see how it goes. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to go up and over here. It might be a little too aggro to go right through here, but we're going to see. Spotted there. Okay, we got 10 damage. So you can see how fast that empties out. Alright, so now our clip's reloading, so that's where you see that roughly 13-second reload. Now I'm going to move the tank around like this, since our turret's more on the rear half of the tank. Oh god. Woo! Let's go ahead and heal. This game really likes to spawn tanks right behind you. Alright. Go for the back of the turret. You can see some big damage right there. And now we're reloading again. So basically you're looking to empty your clips, take cover, wait, and then you re-engage. So you kind of have these short engagements, so to speak. Target eliminated. Yeah. So we got to defend the crossroads. That's our primary objective right now. Okay, that's all good. And then we need to sabotage these holding tanks that you see these blue icons on the map. So. I don't like this because we have no friendlies up to the north here, and they'll spawn up over here, right? It's enemy tanks, so yeah. Yeah, we're just not going to play aggro at the moment. We're going to try to get in a position that's helpful for our team. Right, back into cover. Because they're going to spawn back in over here and then back over here. So, kind of need to get them weeded out before we get too close in there. So it's always good if you can be mindful of the map and where you can take cover. And it does help to know where they're going to, what directions they're going to be spawning from. You can see sometimes you really have to be mindful of when you get into your aiming. Okay, well, that was nothing. Because you have to be wise in selecting when you open up, because sometimes you can get a little greedy, open up like that, and you just don't do a lot of damage. And so we're going to go for that rear back of that tier 10 Superior Leopard. So we're just going to chill here. We're not going to be moving. Back off a little bit. So you need to be mindful. Okay, he's down. Looks like we're gonna need to get another one back and over here, and there's a boulder there. Okay, they're really doing good. Our team's doing really good about the secondary objectives. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Wait for it. Let him get by a little more. Greater chances of pinning. Gonna keep an eye over there. Okay, if we can help, we can get a secondary now. Okay, we should be able to take him out. Yeah, it's really short clip, but it's just so much fun. Okay, one more. Unless the Comet beats us there. Okay, great. So most of them are going to be spawning down over here, and over there, and over there. So now it is fun. Okay, I'm going to play aggro for you guys here for just a moment. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. We do have a full clip. Woo! And turn. Oh. Oh, he helped me out there. Okay. Oh. Swinging around the Rosie for a moment here. We want it to be over here because we want to get to his back. Yeah. I think we can hop back in behind this. Let me check. Yeah, we'll go ahead and burn another heal. So yeah, so we can take cover back here too. We're small. Small and nimble. Check over there. I think they want to come down over here. Target eliminated. Big explosions. Okay. We mobilize them, so now we're reloading. Let's go over here. We use these dead tanks. Very nice. Is there still someone else alive? A couple people still alive. We're going to open up there on his underside. Fall back and reload. So again, probably when you're like this, it's better to stick to have your rear of your tank out. And there you go. Fun Gatling gun. I love it. I really enjoy playing this AFV a lot. Very expensive to get up to. It's my first tier 9 tank, but yeah, it's like, oh gosh, I don't remember how much it cost. Was it like 23 million? Something ridiculous. I had like 41 million credits before I bought it, and then also had to, you know, the retrofits, several million there as well. So teamwork and charge. So here's your results with premium count. We did 20,000 damage. So we had some good tier 10s on our team. Not so much spotting, because this one's very like, this map's very like close quarters and fighting, so a lot of your like main battle tanks are going to be like up in there fighting. So not surprising that spotting assist damage is going to be pretty low this game for this AFV, because we're more taking cover and not trying to stick our neck out on the line, since we can die so quickly in a situation like that. So, but yeah, but if you have this AFV, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you have advice, tips, and tricks in playing this AFV, also share. As I said, I am a self-professed noob and still learning this game. I pull flimsies, mess up in some way or fashion regularly, and still figuring out this game and learning it. So if you liked this video, give a thumbs up. If you didn't, give a thumbs down. Subscribe if you do want to see more. If you are subscribed, thanks so much. I appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time. Take care.